Hello, welcome to Hevlendordesigns. Today we're making a 3D logo with a design perspective in a glass. So to start out, we pick the freehand tool and just make a line, a straight line. Just change, let's use for the unit of measurement using millimeters. Use the height of this line to be 50 millimeters. Okay, like I said, for an object or a line, if you want to change the angle of rotation, you click on the center of the object. Holding down your control, you can change the center of the object from where you rotate from. So we're going to rotate this to 120 degrees. Okay, this is 120, so you holding down your left mouse button, you just right click to duplicate and press Ctrl R to repeat the action. So you have this. So we make a second line. We make a second line, and this should be 75 millimeters. And we can rotate it to 120 degrees from the property toolbar. You can see the angle of rotation here. So just key that in 120. Now, when you're moving an object to align, whether it is a line or any other object in CorelDRAW, just move your cursor close to the node. The moment it indicates you're having the node on, you just click and hold, and it will just snap to the next object or line you want to snap it down to. So if this is not working on your system, you check on the property toolbar, you have the snap to object. Make sure it is checked. You can either check from the view menu, snap to, so you can see snap to object and snap to page is checked. So if it is not checked, just make sure that is checked so you can have objects snap to each other automatically. So let's make a third line, and we'll make this one 100 millimeters. Like I said, handle it from the node, align it to this. Okay, so we are fine. Then you can, this 100 millimeter line and that of the 75, group both of them together. Group it together and turn on the angle of rotation, set it to the center. So you rotate this to 120 degrees. Right click to duplicate, press Ctrl R to repeat the action. So this is what we have. Few more steps and we'll be done. So you can just copy another line. This time this line we want it to intersect with, make sure it intersects with this existing one. Okay, so we do the same thing. Take the center and rotate this to be 120 degrees. Ctrl R to repeat the action. Okay, so now for this portion, let's use this existing line. Click and drag to duplicate it. Just align it to this existing one. You can see the shape we are building already. Just a few steps. Now we just reduce this portion here. So let's have another line. With a freehand tool, you can make another line. Then make sure it intersects with the edge of this a little. So you group these two lines. Select one object, hold down Shift to select the other. Right click and group. Now we rotate this to the angle of 120 degrees. Again, Ctrl R to repeat the action. So now we have a full sketch of this grid. To form the logo, let's build our shape. So we are going to make use of the Smart Fill tool. You get the Smart Fill tool from this interactive fill tool. Just click the small arrow and you have the drop down, the second option, Smart Fill tool. So just click on this area. You can see how it quickly gives you that Smart Fill. So let's select this and select this one. Then we group it. So we are done here, just a few steps. So now we just have to take this tool, bring it out here, right click to duplicate. So now we just rotate this to the angle of 120 degrees to complete the image. Okay, Ctrl R. So see the beautiful logo shape we have. So we can delete this. You can choose any color of your choice for the sides. Alright, so this is our 3D logo in this perspective. So right now we're going to create an illusion that it's in a round glass. Let's make an with the ellipse tool, let's make a circle. Pick the ellipse tool, hold down your control key to make a perfect circle. Alright, so with the drop shadow tool, you click and drag to drop shadow. Alright, now note that on the property bar we have the drop shadow tool has the inside, inner shadow and the outer shadow. Okay, so now for this illustration, so let's put it on the outer shadow. So this is our outer shadow. Okay, then for it to show properly, we have the feathering direction. So you have the Gaussian blur inside, middle, outside, and average. We're going to make use of the outside. You can see how it glows. So I just move this to adjust it back to the center. You actually want this inner glow we want the shadow to be on the inside. So we change from the property toolbar, you change this setting to inner shadow. Alright, so you can adjust the opacity of the shadow and the feathering. Let's use 15 is okay. Okay, so just make sure this gets to the edge. So you can see it has this natural feel like you have a glass. So select your logo, take off the outline and carefully place it at the middle of this. So you can group the logo so it moves in one path. So you can see it has this effect right now like it's in a glass. Just increase this a little. Then we have to apply one more light flare just to show that reflection of light that this is in a glass. Okay, screw this a little, create this ellipse with the transparency to apply transparency on it. You can right click to duplicate this, flip it, mirror vertically and horizontally. So you just have the reverse and adjust it a little bit So this is what we have, our 3D logo in perspective. So if you're new to this channel and you find this tutorial educative, give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever we upload our next tutorial. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.